What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we're here for week number 4 of the YCL, hoping to get back on the winning track after a pretty rough loss last time around to Sven. We made some transactions, and you guys see them on your screen. Gone is Como, gone is Vaporeon, gone is Blacephalon, and gone is Thievul. Good riddance. No, they were fantastic Pokemon, at least, no, they didn't do much for us, honestly, and they made the matchup so much harder for us, so we ended up dropping them using all of our transactions and picking up 4 brand new Pokemon, including Rotom Wash, Galar Moltres, Gigalith, and Virizion. The team is so much more well-balanced and actually helps out a lot in this matchup against Grandmaster D-Ray and his San Diego Snuggles. If you haven't checked out D-Ray, make sure to go and do so. He's a fantastic guy, great content creator. You're going to learn a lot and be severely entertained, so make sure to go and check him out. Now, guys, also just want to say, leave a like on the video. We are trying to reach 50 likes on today's video. If you guys can do that, that is absolutely amazing. We're trying to keep increasing the like goal because you keep on crushing it. Last time around, I asked for 40, you guys got 40. I asked for 50 on CGT, you got 125. You guys are absolutely crushing, so let's go ahead and see if we can do it once again today with those 50 likes. Now, what does my opponent have? Well, he's got Mew. Mew is terrifying, bag of tricks, can do basically anything it wants to, and he described it best. His team doesn't need Mew. It doesn't. It's just a very good team overall, and I feel like we have to be able to play around it well. So, he's got Mew, Hydreigon, very scary Pokemon on the special side, can be very scary with Dragon Dance too. Mamoswine, terrifying. Zapdos, arguably the scariest Pokemon for us to deal with. Starmie, really tough. Dhelmise is the main answer to the Excadrill basically, and I feel like it kind of has to come because nothing else really effectively handles it in this match unless it's like an Air Balloon Pokemon or maybe super defensive Mew that maybe can outspeed me, get a Will-O-Wisp off or Body Press. I don't know. We'll see. Diancie, very scary, but also really deals well with my double flying types in Galar Moltres and Torn, even though both get access to steel coverage. Kangaskhan, a Wish Passer, a fat Pokemon that can basically hit anything with his normal stat because it's scrappy. Magneton, it traps steel types, which is really annoying, I find. And then Quillfish, Spikes, T-Spikes. He built his team around setting up hazards and winning with things like Hydra, Mamo, Zapdos. Very tough team, a very strong team, and one of the better teams in the league, that is definitely for sure. So what do we bring this week? Starting with our first mod, it is going to be Icarus, our Torn T with the heavy duty boots. This is our boots user this week. Hurricane, Knockoff, U-Turn, and Taunt. The set that we have here is important because Hurricane is fantastic against the entire team. The resists are Diancie and Magneton. That's it. We hit everything else for really good damage. Knockoff is great against something like the Starmie to get rid of a potential Life Orb because we don't take Life Orb Analytic Ice Beam, but we do take Analytic No Item Ice Beam. So we knock it off if we're healthy enough, then you turn out to get a recovery back and then just kind of go from there. Super threatening and a really good Pokemon overall. The speed we have on this is for the Starmie. We take a ton of hits, and Taunt, by the way, is mostly there for Mew, so it can't set up or recover. Diancie, so it can't set up rocks or Toxic or just be annoying. Kangaskhan for Wish, and Quillfish for Thunder Wave, or even Spikes and Toxic Spikes. The special attack, Okos, Galar Zapdos, creeping Galar Moltres with the rest put into its HP with our Hurricane. And like I said, versus Storm, we knock off into U-Turn if we're healthy. If we're not healthy, we U-Turn. We take Diancie's No Attack Diamond Storm or Modest Power Jump from full. And we take Mew's Jolly Triple Axle without a boost and take Modest Magneton's Volt Switch from Analytic Magneton, at least. Very strong Pokemon overall. Our next mod is going to be making its debut. It's Bosch, our Rotom Wash, with the helmet this week as a way to, kind of take hits from Zapdos in case it's trying to U-turn around on me, or we can at least punish it that way, which is really important here. It's also great against potential triple axle Mew, which is terrifying against my team overall. We have Will-O-Wisp for all the physical threats like the Mamoswine, the Dhelmise, the Zapdos. It's good against the Diancie for chip and to weaken the damage on Diamond Storm. It's great against Kangaskhan if it's not running Facade, which it may or may not, because it does get Body Slam, and against Mew as well, even though Mew is synchronized, totally cool with it. I don't mind at all being burned with this Pokemon. Yeah, it sucks, but we get our recovery back with Pain Split, not with leftovers. We are max defense to take hits from the physical Pokemon like Zapdos as well as we possibly can, and there's a really small chance that I can actually 2 KO us with close combat from Scarf Zapdos. Our next mon is going to be our Virizion. Durandal makes its debut, and Virizion I didn't expect to come much. I just wanted really there for a speed tier and to be threatening, but oh my god, its matchup is insane. It's honestly, if I get predictions right, GG's, it's done. If I hit the Zapdos with an Air Slash on the switch-in and it's not Scarfed, I can 2 KO it. Yeah, depending on the Dhelmise set, if it's not Spidef, I 2 KO with Air Slash. We hit everything on this team for super effective damage other than the Quillfish. And if I was running Zen Headbutt, I could, but I'm not. Either way, the point I'm trying to make with this is Energy Ball is fantastic against a lot of things. Close combat is great against something like Mamoswine or Hydreigon. Mega Horn is great against the Mew. If it's not Fizz Def Mew, we can 2 KO. We actually will 2 KO it if it's not Fizz Def Mew, which is huge, and we can make predictions where it's like, okay, the switch into this is going to be the Delmise or something. Let's say it's Diancie against this Pokemon. I go for the Air Slash as we expect the Delmise to come in. Delmise takes a shit ton of damage. He's going to get 2 killed. He goes into Mew. I'm Mega Horn and I get rid of that thing. I'm in a good spot, or 2 KO that thing, I should say. I outspeed it, go for Mega Horn again. Maybe he goes Starmie, maybe he goes Hydreigon, maybe he goes Zapdos. But at the end of the day, I got 50% off on the Delmise, and I got a shit ton of damage off on the Mew. It's a really, really good set this week and opens the door a lot for our later on Pokemon. Really strong Pokemon here. Speed for the Mew and the Zapdos. Takes Banded Mammal's Adamant Ice Shard. Takes non-boosted Starmie Psy Shock. OHKOs or 2 KOs, everything but Spidef Delmise and Fizdef Mew. And we take Adamant Poltergeist with Rocks from the Delmise. Jolly Triple Axle from Mew. And Life Orb, Hydra's Flamethrower. That's a lot of stuff, but it definitely does take all those things. Our next mon is going to be another new member, the Silence R Moltres Galar Moltres. That's the one. That's what I want to say it. Scarf is fantastic here. Fire Wrath is great. Hurricane is even better. Steel Wing is there for the Pokemon that resists the Hurricane, and that's going to be the Diancie. Yes, I know Magneton resisted, but I have U-turn, and I feel decent about that. It's a really good Pokemon overall. The speed on this Pokemon is there specifically for the Mamoswine, which is really important here. Yes, it can go Ice Shard, but we do take Ice Shard from Banded Mammal, which is, again, huge. With our massive Spidef stat, we don't have to invest at all, and we still take a ton of great Spidef hits, like, for example, Life Orb Analytics, Starmie's Ice Beam. We take Jolly Mew's Triple Axle as well, and we take Hydra's Life Orb Draco Meteor. We also take Life Orb Jolly Zapdos' Brave Bird or Close Combat, or we take it if it is Scarfed with Rocks Up, which is fantastic. This Pokemon, super solid overall, forces in the Diancie, and that lets us set up with one of our win conditions, which is going to be Kinesis R Klefki. He's got to run Mystical Fire. If he does not run Mystical Fire on the Diancie, then I don't know what he's doing. But we can Calm Mind up regardless. Get a shit ton of Calm Minds up, be able to then wear down pretty effectively, and then eventually, if it's not running Rest or Draining Kiss of its own, and even if it is running Draining Kiss, it's not going to do much to me, I will finally stall out the Mystical Fires and finally be able to get big damage off with the Draining Kiss, healing ourselves back up because of our leftovers. I'm in a really good spot here. Reflect is fantastic against something like the Zapdos, not just for myself, but for my whole team. That's why I'm not running Iron Defense. And then Magnet Rise means we wall Mamoswine. We wall Mamoswine. Klefki walls Mamoswine. It's crazy. The only thing that really shuts us down is going to be like Mew. Depending on the set, Diancie could do it. I don't think it's going to be able to do it ever. Kangaskhan can be kind of annoying depending on its set. And that's really it. Like, I guess Delmise with like Anchor Shock can be a little annoying because I don't think I'll gain back as much HP as I want to against this Pokemon. So yeah. The other thing is Zapdos Galar, if it's a boosting item like Life Orb, it can 2 KOs with Close Combat, even through Reflect. So we have to make sure we're in a situation where we can actually get Reflect up beforehand, get up our Calm Mind, and then we can go for the Draining Kiss and be able to just break through it that way. That's really, really important here against this Pokemon. And if it is going for Close Combats rather, it's losing its defense. So I can go for the Draining Kiss, get a shit ton of health back, and I can get the KO on it eventually, which is really, really important. I like the set a lot, and it is one of the better sets we have available on this team. And with our investment in Spidef, we actually take two Hydra's Timid Life Orb Flamethrowers with leftovers while we are at +1, which is fantastic. We always KO it back after Life Orb chip, and at +1 we do that. And then versus Zapdos, we have to be very careful, like I was saying before. The swap is probably Starmie, Delmise, or Mew with this Pokemon. Our final mon is going to be Stanley, our Excadrill. This is just such a fantastic Pokemon. Basically, every single week we bring it. It is running max speed, so we can outspeed a Jolly base one or an Admin base 100, like the Mew or the Galar Zapdos. Really important in case he thinks I'm going to creep down to Mamo, and he decides to creep down to me creeping that, which it's D-Ray, he might do it. Rapid Spin is really good for these spikes and T-spikes, and Rocks might come our way. That definitely will come our way. Toxic is there for the switch into this, which is either going to be the Mew or going to be the Delmise. Ironhead and Earthquake hit everything else for the best damage I could possibly have as well, which is so good. We are Shuckaberry for something like the Mamoswine's Earthquake, the Diancie's Earth Power, and even Earthquake from Mew, because I am a little worried about Triple Axle, Earthquake, Poltergeist, Dragon Dance, Mew. It could be very scary against our team. So guys, that is the team for this week's battle. Hopefully this team does a lot of work for us. Make sure to comment the secret word of the day, which is going to be corn. I'm seeing a lot of corn going around. A lot of corn TikToks for some reason, but hey, it is what it is, guys. Make sure to comment that down below if you made it this far. Y'all are the real MVP for making it. Get to 50 likes on today's video to help us reach our like goal, and I will see you guys in the battle. All right, everyone, we are back. There is, unfortunately, I see a Magneton on my screen. Hopefully it's not Magnet-Pull. I hope it's not Magnet-Pull. I hope it's Sturdy or something. Because then Klefki has a hard time with it. That's definitely for sure. Now, what do I want to lead off with here? Looking at this, there is no... What did not come here? There is no Starmie, which is cool. Okay, that's not bad at all. I do think that this team is still really strong against the... Arversian, rather, is still really strong against this team. I do feel like looking at this, the lead that he's going to run with is going to be either the Mew or the Zapdos. And I can always Will-O-Wisp against those. So I think Rotom is my play here as the lead. So we'll go with that. And that kind of insulates me a bit from losing Torn to something early on. Yeah, we'll do that. We do have Rapid Spin on Drill, so I'm not as concerned about like spike setting on the Mew. And I think that unironically, Excadrill is one of the better Pokemon here because he decided not to bring... well, no, actually that's not true, because he decided to bring the Kangaskhan. Once we get rid of the Dhelmise, we're in a good spot, and because there's no Starmie, that's a really good thing for Drill as well. The question is, what is he going to lead with here? He's running low on time, only 10 seconds left. Also, guys, if you haven't already, remember to make sure to leave a like on the video. We are aiming for 50 likes on today's video, and I know we can definitely do it because you guys crushed all the other ones. So I would appreciate if you can continue to do so, guys, and make sure to check out D-Ray as well. Let's go ahead and jump into it. It is time to battle, and I had time, and I forgot to write down his team. This is a constant trend I got right now. Magneton. What is his lead here? We see a lead of Wild Wings, which is Zapdos. This is perfect for me. I'll definitely take this. So we see Zapdos G. We see the Mew. My play here, by the way, is Will-O-Wisp 100% of the time. Will-O-Wisp here. So we had the Mew, we had the Mamo, we had the Dhelmise. There's the U-turn. It's going to take Chip. We'll find out the... Okay, that's definitely not banded. Okay, I think that's Scarf. What am I missing here? Mew, Zapdos, Mamo. I think it's Hydra. That's what I'm missing. Hydreigon. What is the switch in here, though? Is it Mamoswine expecting the electric move? Is it Kaiba, which is... I'm fine with this. So we're going to catch this with a Will-O-Wisp, which is good. Okay. Okay, it would have been nice to click something else against it, but it's not the end of the world. I can click Volt Switch here, which would be great. This thing could have Sub. I can go into the Silence here, which I think is actually a decent play. And I can U-turn around a bit, which is nice. I don't think he's going to go for a U-turn here. I think if anything, we see a Dark Pulse and an Earth Power, maybe expecting Keysis, maybe a Draco Meteor, but maybe a Fire move even. If it's a Fire move, I'm totally fine with that. All right, there's my switch out. Going my girls here, giving her kisses while I'm waiting for D-Ray to go. And we see a Flamethrower. Yeah, so that's kind of what was expected on the off chance we see a swap. And this is going to do... Oh, that's a big damage. Is that a crit there? That is not a crit. That is 69 points of health. Quickly, before we do anything else, just take a look at Rotom's HP there. Rotom is at 125, so it did, what, 20... It's 25, and then 7's 32. So let's go to Rotom against Zapdos G. It did 32. That is definitely not banned. That is a roll for Jolly Scarf. It is also a roll for Adamant Scarf. And then if I go to my Galar Moltres against the Hydreigon here, Flamethrower doing 69 points of health. Seems like a lot. I got time still. Is that Specs? Flamethrower doing 69 points of health. That's a roll for Specs. I think that is probably Specs here. What comes in right now? Probably the Magneton. I'm just going to U-turn here. I'll get Chip off on this thing, and we'll go with that. So we're going to see a swap, probably into Magneton. And there's Bolt Gang. That is definitely the Magneton. Is it Air Balloon for some reason? Okay, it's not Air Balloon. And we managed to break potential Sturdy as well, which is great. So the question here is, am I going into Drill? And I think the answer could be yes, absolutely. I think also the answer depends on how much we're doing with Virizion here. So Virizion against Magneton. A Violet Magneton takes 86 to 104. That's if it's a what is it called? That's if it's no investment here. So I can go into Virizion here. I'm not going to lose too much from it if I do click the Air Slash here. But I think going to Drill is my play. Because then I freely Toxic the incoming anything, really. He knows I'm Mold Breaker. It's going to be Dhelmise that comes in. And we get the Toxic on that, which is huge. But then what am I going to after that is really the question. Am I going into Icarus? Probably. So let's go for the Toxic here. And we'll manage to catch the incoming Dhelmise, which I assume is what's going to be the play. El Capitan, there it is. So that's the Dhelmise. Can we land the Toxic? We can't connect the Toxic. Great. Really wishing I was like Protect or something with like leftovers now, just to be a little annoying. But I think the moveset that we have is really, really important here. Okay. So here we can swap. I can see a body press coming out here. I think my play has to be to go into Icarus though, in case if we see a poltergeist, a power whip here. But getting the Toxic on this is really nice. And I can always knock off against this thing instead of going for Hurricane. It doesn't get Will-O-Wisp, it doesn't get Shadow Sneak, and we should OHKO max HP. So we get our swap off. What are we going to see here? A hard double into what now? Kaiba. So we should outspeed this. I believe it's Specs. Hydreigon. Level 50. I believe it's Specs. Based on the damage that it did to me. Choice, Specs. I can go for a knockoff here, get rid of that, and then kind of play around a bit, and I can U-turn out after. Getting rid of the item is going to be nice, especially because it has Flamethrower. So I think my play here is going to be to click the knockoff. I'll take whatever chip is going to go for. We'll live a Draco, and we'll go from there. So we do have the knockoff. Is it Specs? It's crit. Specs. So now this Draco is going to do a lot less damage. We should eat this hit pretty well. I say pretty well, but not really pretty well, because that does a fuck ton of damage there. That did 123. So Hydreigon with Draco, doing 123. That's a roll for Timid. It could be Timid for sure. I can go for my U-turn here now. So I'll go for the U-turn. So we're going to get the stay in here. He might just go for a Dark Pulse here. That's some decent damage there. Some really decent damage. Okay. I can go into my Klefki on the expected Dark Pulse or a U-turn. And I mean, I can also go into Durandal here. It's at -2. Is that what I want to do here? I think that if I go Klefki, it also protects me in case of like Mammal Swine coming in. So I'm going to do that. We'll go this route. And if I see Fire Move, It's at -2. It's no longer boosting. I'm not as worried. U-turn. That's unfortunate there. That's a little unfortunate there, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So the question is, what's he going into now? Oh my god, Magneton. If he goes Magneton, I think I lose my Klefki. No, that's so big. That's so big. We try and swap here, I think. I mean, maybe he's just going to this just in case. Let's try and swap. What would I go into here? Bolt Gang. Shit. That's bad. Okay. Does Magnet Rise prevent trapping for some reason? This is Magnet Pull Bulbapedia. Magnet Rise. Shit. That's not good. Okay. Calm Mind. We just gotta go for it. We just gotta go for it. So Klefki +1/+1 against Magneton. Thunderbolt. It's not bad there. It's not bad. We can keep getting Calm Minds up. I feel decent about this. So Thunderbolt, level 50. No, it's not Specs. Go for another Calm Mind here. We'll go +2/+2. We'll get bits and pieces back every time around. Thunderbolt, modest, does 20 to 25 now. Teleport. Interesting. Well, go Mammo, please. Go Mammo. Because now I'm at +2. I can always click... What is it called against that? Magnet Rise against it. Exodia, is that the Mew? That is the Mew. Okay. Okay. Pokemon stuff. Pokemon stuff. I'm at +2 all around. Mew. Utility. Level 50. It's max HP, no Spadef. How much am I doing? 23, 27 at +2. It's not enough. I can swap out here. I can go for a Draining Kiss, find out what kind of set it is. I can go for Magnet Rise, expecting it to be Earthquake. You can also go for Taunt. You can also go for Knockoff here. I kind of just want to go into the Silence here and play around it a bit that way. Is that what I want to do, though? I can go with the Bosch. I think if it Earthquakes me, I kind of just... I can't risk it. I can't risk it. This Pokemon's important. Let's go into Bosch. Play around. Doesn't know our moveset. He could be Thunder Wave. Super Fang. Okay, so it's probably Stall Breaker Mew. That's fine. We have Pain Split on this. Did anything take chip? Did anything take damage here? What does he have here? Hydra's basically dead. I'll just go for a Pain Split here. If we see Taunt, we see Taunt. We just see a swap. Do we see Hydra? That's not good. Oh my god, he's playing around me decently well. Like, is he expecting the Volt Switch there? Maybe. But the Pain Split here, do I gain back HP? I doubt it. I lost 6%. 6 HP there. Am I going to Klefki on this? Probably not, expecting the Fire move. I think my play is to go to the Silence here. And if he U-turns, he U-turns. I think his play is not to U-turn. He's going to take chip, he's going to take everything. I don't think it makes sense. He Dracos. So, I think we'll take this hit still. Actually, yeah, we might take this hit still. 100. 1 HP! Eat it up, Galar Moltres! Holy shit, that's big. And Berserk pops off too. It doesn't matter, but that's nice. And we still have our Scarfer around. And we have the freest U-turn of our life. Well, I mean, what's a switch in really to Dark? Galar Zapdos? If he goes Magneton, we get some decent chip against it. Let's quickly take a look. Galar Moltres +1 against Hydra. Fire Act is 30% min, which is great. Magneton, if it's a Violate, max HP, level 50. Fire Act is 54 min. I can either go for a U-turn, which frees me up a little bit to go for something into Drill, or I can click Fiery Wrath to get big damage off against it potentially. And I think that's important because it is a little annoying for me, for Klefki especially. And I guess for something else too. So I'm going to go for the Fiery Wrath here, and we'll go from there. So he's going to let me get this KO on this, which is great. Yeah, so down goes Kaiba. Damn. Damn. Okay, so we get first blood, I guess there. Hydra was a little tough to deal with, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully, we can pull through. We still got Mamoru to deal with, still got Delmise, even though this Pokemon's on 1 HP, as long as it's not like Scarf Zapdos, we're good. He knows we're Scarf now. He knows we're Scarf. So maybe then my play should have gone for a U-turn in case. That way he knows I'm Scarf and I'm not locked in. Yeah. We're also pretty confident that he's Zapdos is, what is it called? I'm pretty confident that Zapdos is Scarf as well. And now it kind of confirms it to me. I don't want to lose this Pokemon right now, I'll be honest. I can go into Bosch here, but I'm limiting myself for my switch into to Mamoswine. And I lose basically one of my Ice Resists. I can go into Icarus, but then I'm not going to take the attack, I'm going to take the Braver, and then Keys is my only option. I think my play here, I mean, if it's not Scarf, how much am I doing to this thing, first of all? Zapdos G. Let's say it's like, for some reason it's not Scarf. Let's say it's Leftovers. +1 Fire Wrath is 31 to 37. It can Agility up on me and then I'm in trouble. Well, I have Reflect on Rotom. I'm not as worried. I think I'm going to Fiery Wrath here. It's U-turn, so it is Scarf. Okay. That's good to know. So we know it's for sure Scarf Zapdos, which is honestly the worst of the Scarfers. I wish it was, I wish Mamo was a Scarfer or Hydra was a Scarfer, but it said Zapdos. US Super Fang is probably Taunt. Delmise took Toxic. It's probably Leftovers because Mew would have run Leftovers. Did I even do damage to Mew? I don't think I did. I didn't do damage to Mew. Mag is probably a Violite, let's say, but it is Magnet Pull as well. And we see the Mew here. So this is my time to go, and it's definitely not Leftovers, right? Yeah, it's not Leftovers. I can go into Icarus here and click my Taunt. Stop it from being a little annoying against me. Yeah, I didn't bring my Ground type. So I did bring my Ground type. It's Drill. What am I saying? Let's Taunt here. That way, if we see the play into Magneton, I get rid of the ability for it to teleport. So I can go for a U-turn into Drill. So we see the Taunt here. He stays in. Unless we see a Volt Switch, that's a real punish. Volt Switch is the punish. Will-O-Wisp. Okay, that's nice. So here now my play is to click Knockoff, I believe. We'll get rid of a Cobra Berry on this, which is likely the item. It can recover up on me. Maybe it goes Mammoth, maybe it goes into, what's it called? Something else, but it's definitely not Cobra. We got rid of what here? Boots. We see Super Fang come out. And we dodge it. I'll take it. Here, I want to click Knockoff. I really do. I want to click Hurricane here. I really do. But I feel like my play has to be to click... I want to click U-turn, actually. I really do. I'm going to go for the U-turn. Stays in. Not bad. We can see Super Fang again on the Rotom, which is fine. So I'll go into that. There's a Super Fang, so it'll take another 17% here. And the taunt should expire here. Check off the taunt. Let's, everything has HP except for this. I can definitely Pain Split, but I don't know if that's the right call. I could also Will-O-Wisp, but I still don't think that's the right call. He's got Will-O-Wisp, he's probably got a Recovery move. I'm gonna click the Volt Switch here. Soft Boiled. Okay, so Soft Boiled, Will-O-Wisp. Okay. So best thing you do to hit me with Torn is Super Fang, which is completely fine with me. This is a bulky Mew. I don't think I can afford to go into this yet. I can go into this again. We can taunt it again. I don't mind the taunt at all. But like the question is, does he risk the taunt? And actually, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go for the U-turn here, right? Or is now when I want a Hurricane? Like I don't mind being Will-O-Wisp. I don't mind being Will-O-Wisp. I think I'm gonna click Hurricane on the chance that he goes into maybe the Zapdos to try and, or not. But we get the Hurricane off on this. It's at just over 50. We're doing a bit more than almost half there. And we dodge it again. This is the unluckiest Mew. I'm U-turning out for free now. I'm getting the KO on this or I'm getting momentum. Damn. Unluckiest Mew set. Unluckiest Mew set. We see a swap into Magneton, I imagine? Magneton. Cool. Very cool. So we can get our U-turn off. And then I would love to go into Virizion here. I'd love to go Virizion, but I don't think I can afford to do it right now. I can go into Drill. Actually, do I go into Rotom here? Rotom should outspeed. Rotom can Pain Split up unless it's against the Mew, and against Mew, it's whatever. I'm going to go into Rotom here. I'm going to click Pain Split. I'm going to try and get some health back. Magneton doesn't have the best HP stat, but I assume it's going to be, like, it's going to get something back, at least. How much does... Ooh, I should probably calc how much I'm taking. Rotom Wash against the Magneton. I don't think it's going to be... Well, it's not boosting. So Modest, Thunderbolt to me, does 57 tops. I think I get back 157%. I'll Pain Split. I think it's going to be higher HP invested. Thunderbolt. Don't be super offensive. It's not good. It's not great there. Oh, we still take a hit, but... Volt Switch out. Volt Switch out here. This thing is under half now. Barely living. Barely living. Stanley is good on the teleports. If he goes for Body Press, he goes for Body Press. Am I in a bad spot if I go Stanley? I just sack off Rotom to whatever, so I go Stanley here. And if he Thunderbolts me, he Thunderbolts me. Don't go for Teleport. He's been playing around me really well. He's been playing around me so well. Wild Wings. Okay. There's this fucker here. I can swap into Bosch here. I can go Icarus, take the U-turn, and play around. But if he U-turns, then I'm mega punished. The close combats here in a good spot. I don't think he Brave Birds. If he U-turns into Mammo, then that's obviously not... Well, I mean, it's not as bad. Because then I kind of figure out more. I think I go into Icarus here. I risk some of the damage, which is fine. And I go from there. I risk some damage and I go from there. Thunderous Kick. I'm cool with that. So Scarf, Thunderous Kick. This is resisted. It'll do decent damage. 163 down to 120, 116, which is okay. And now I can go for a free. Do I go for Hurricane? Probably not because the Magneton's around. I can go for Knockoff, which I think is super solid, actually. It's going to do a bit more to me, but then I U-turn out. This thing losing its Scarf, is that good for my team? I think it being Scarfed, it hurts for Virizion, that's for sure. I'm at 1 minute left. I have to move. I gotta move. Holy shit, okay. I gotta move. No more calking. No more calking. Gotta run. Bolt Gang. Getting rid of the Violet on this is nice. Get rid of the Violet on this is very nice. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Let's U-turn out. Wow. You know, I play after work very rarely, and I'm much more patient. I'm a very patient guy. I take my time on absolutely everything, and I think now it's going to bite me in the ass. Whoever's behind me, girl, stop it. One of my cats is fucking around behind me. Okay. You want to teleport? Sure thing. We're going to Stanley here. We do it all over again. Do it all over again. Do it all over again. All right. Okay, we see Torn against Zapdos G. The Choice Scarf. How much is Braybird doing? 80% tops. Here's the Mamoswine. We outspeed Mammo. We have our Shuckaberry. So Excadrill against Mamoswine. Choice Band, Earthquake, I believe should take... We don't take Choice Band, Earthquake. But Iron Head has a chance to KO. Here we go for the Iron Head. We Iron Head. Nababiri. Is it a KO? That's close. We flinch! Do we Rapid Spin? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I Rapid Spin. Doesn't matter. We staying healthy. We stay healthy, boys. Ice Shard probably the play here. Or he swaps. Want to keep Ice Shard around, I guess. Bans Ice Shard probably. El Capitan. Is it Helmet? Is this Helmet? We're gonna find out now. We do 36% to like defensive. Oh! It's not Helmet. It's gonna die. This is gonna die here. This is gonna die. Iron Head. Another flinch! D-Ray, I'm so sorry. D-Ray, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bud. 2 misses with Super Fang. 2 flinches with Iron. That's messed up. It's messed up. Wild Wings comes back in. I'm not out of the woods because of the time situation. I can go into Icarus here. I'll take the hit and I can play around it that way. So Torn against Mamoswine. Ice Shard. Choice Band does 82 to 96. Thunderous Kick again. That's fine. My question now is, am I clicking Knockoff again? He's got Magneton, which is going to die to the next hit, basically. Critical hit there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Can Knockoff, which gets rid of the Scarf on this, which is really big. I'm so debating on the time. Okay, Thunderous Kick comes out. We're at -2 now. That's okay. Yuck. That's a lot of damage there. That's a lot of damage there. Now, getting rid of this item, obviously, is good. It helps out a lot. Now I'm going to click the U-turn. I'm going to go into Rotom, get Chip on it. I'm going to get closer and closer to winning with the Virizion. Because now Virizion outspeeds everything now. We go into Rotom. Any attack he does, it's going to do a little bit extra. Because of the Helmet Chip. There's the Thunderous Kick. So this will KO Rotom, but Zapdos will take a bit more chip now. Okay. Okay. And same situation here. We go into this now. I'm not going to go into the Rotom because, or not the Rotom, the Virizion, because it's not really 100% in range of Air Slash. It could be close. But here, I click my Hurricane, switches out into what? Volt Gang. Can we connect? I'm not sure if Earthquake KOs, or if U-turn KOs, but it does connect. This won't KO, will it? It does, okay. Okay. Okay, so this is gone. If we get Zapdos in range of Air Slash, Primo Manny. What is this thing doing to me? I don't know. What am I going into? I don't know. Air Slash just wins. This Pokemon just wins. I'm going to go into Stanley here expecting the Ice Shard. And I'll be able to find out right away if it's banded or not. So we're going to go to the Excadrill against Choice Band, Mamoswine. Ice Shard does 45.6 to 55.1 max if it's Adamant Band. Adamant Band. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Okay. He should be going for Ice Shard here. Maybe he goes for Crash. I'm going to swap. What is the set here? Earthquake. We're Shucka. If it is banned, it'll KO me. If it is Life Orb, it'll KO me. It's banned or Life Orb. Or not. I don't know anymore. Damn. It's Life Orb. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I go into Torn here. Torn is out of range of everything. Torn is out of... That crit did not matter at all. Adamant Life Orb always KOs 100 to 117. Because Mamo's an absolute monster. We're so close. We played more than half the game with less than a minute left. That's crazy. That is insane. That is insanity. Okay. Wild Wings comes in. Take any hits. Totally fine with me. We click Hurricane here. And 9 seconds. Hurricane. Dodge. Braybird. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because it puts it in range. It's an extra point of diff loss, basically. Yeah, an extra point of diff loss. But the amount of chip this thing took. Look at that. Look at that. We have to go into Durandal here. And we have to Air Slash. I don't know if anything else is going to KO. I don't think it will. But I just have to. I don't have the time for it. So we're going to click the Air Slash. Air Slash connects the KO. Let's go. We got Mew. We click Energy Ball. We should KO. Because Mew should be in range of Energy Ball. Come on. Exodia. Yeah, that's in range of Energy Ball. For sure. How much time has he got left? Oh, he's got much more time than I do. I thought he had 7 seconds. I think I must have had 7 seconds, but we got 3 seconds left. We click the Energy Ball. Energy Ball comes out, and we take the W. A very close 2-0 win there. Obviously, could have been a 3-0 win if we had Hurricane. That doesn't matter. The reason we won this game, at least as convincingly as we did, is because we got lucky. We ended up we dodged 2 Super Fangs, and we ended up dodging we ended up flinching twice, keeping our Excadrill healthy. We would have, well, look, the Mamoswine would have died at the end of the day to the attack, but our Drill would have died as well. And our Drill basically got the KO against the Delmise, which would have been another obstacle for something else. At the end of the day, I think the Delmise wasn't as big of a deal, but still, I think we had enough in the back with Virizion. As soon as we got rid of what is it called? The Scarf on the Zapdos, and as soon as we managed to put it under half, we were in the driver's seat. Absolutely. So we managed to come back on time, basically. That time thing was absolutely insane. Less than a minute left for like, what, 20 turns? Maybe around that range? It's crazy. Well, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like on the video. We are aiming for 50 likes on the videos for the YCL, so make sure to go ahead and do that. We reached, again, I keep saying it, but over 125 likes on a draft league battle. That's insanity. That's insanity for the CGT. I know you guys can crush it as well for the YCL. Also, I want to give a big thank you to our YouTube channel members, guys. If you want to become a channel member, you can do so by clicking on the join button on the screen or down below. You get access to a bit of special perks, including shoutouts in the video, just like I'm about to do right now. So shout out to our channel members. We have our level 1s, Liv, Eric, we have Zeke, we have Michael Brown, we have TextMan21, and we have our level 2, Tone, and our level 3, Sully. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for watching. Comment the secret word of the day down below, and I will see you guys all next time.